Boo. Go on. Right, let's take a walk up the garden, shall we? See what's going on in our massive back garden. This is where we're going to spend a lot of hours over the next years to come. Right, Boo? Luna? Go on. Where Luna loves to run around. I should have taken a video before we actually did anything at all, because at one point when we came to see the house, I'd say 3/4 of it was impregnable. You couldn't get near it at all. You see next door, but nobody's ever lived. We don't know what the score is there at all. And our spot here where a year or two ago, where the trees was blown right down. I've only got around to getting a chainsaw and getting it sorted out, but oh well. There's nothing going on next door anyway, so there's no ways to keep out of our garden anyway. This was an wee section here, me and my son Harrison cleared out. You couldn't get through there at all. Some lovely, I don't know what sort of trees they are, but my wife says they're willow trees. These guys here. But at one point, the guy who lived here previously, old couple, was a surgeon, I believe, and he was a great gardener by all accounts. And you can tell because the whole garden would have at one point been a real great site. And he's planted these trees in a lovely pattern around where he had a fenced off section here. Let's see. This was completely overgrown as well. I'll try and get some photos put in so you can see what it was like before. But all through this section here, which was fenced off with this wire fencing and barbed wire to keep the sheep out, which would get in from the very back of the garden. But he had I don't know what he had, some fruit bushes and things. You can see the sections he had here, so this will all have to come up eventually. Well, we've got about half an acre in total, we've only got a little house. It's only a soon to be 3-bedroom house, but this is where most of the action is going to happen over the next few years. Now, we're inside this section here, which was all fenced off before. But what's cool is this little bit here. And you see the tree line there, that's where the fence was run. All in here to keep out all the sheep, as I say. But it's made this cool little path here, which again, this was all overgrown from these hedges here, and just go mad, so they have to left their own devices. I'm not entirely sure how long the garden was left, but it was quite a number of years, judging by just how overgrown it was. We'll continue up here, and we'll find our little potting shed, which was again buried underneath I don't know how many years worth of trees and hedges, etc., etc. This guy will be resurrected because he's too good to demolish, and it'll come in handy for getting chainsaws and lawnmowers and trimmers and things out of the garage, because of more plans for that garage. But what I want to do is, I want to take the roof off it, because it's just a flat corrugated roof at the minute. I'll take it off, and I'm going to build up. I'll come in the side here. I'm going to build up so we're up here and straight across instead of that slope, because then it'll give me a bit of headroom. I'm just over 6 foot tall, and I don't know how tall the guy who had built it before is, but I don't know. I get bang my head enough on the house sometimes on the little bathroom doorway. I don't have to do it here, but it's good to be space. I mean, we get all this rubbish taken out of here. There's cool wrought iron fence in there, or gate in there even. But it'll be lovely for lawn mowers and things, as I say. There's the back section. I'll come around the front here again, and this is where I said he was a great gardener. This would have been his little potting shed. And I've already taken out a couple of bits of corrugated iron before for a little wood shed I put around the front of the house. I'll take a video of that some other time, because I have a great source of firewood working in the sawmill. But of course, it's always wet stuff, so I made a couple of little sheds, or little wood storage around the front. Good for, because we're a south facing house, so it'll be stuff dries out in no time. But that'll be it. That'll be one little project I'd like to video. You see, we're getting quite away from the house now, and we're about, I'd say, about 2/3 of the way up the garden, maybe just a little over half. There's another little section here, because I wanted to get a good look at the sheds, so I thought I better get in here, clear out what's going on here. And this was all compost heaps here, and that's where I pulled out all this corrugated iron and 26 roof tiles, which would have come in handy from another job I'd done previously around the front of the house, where I put a little pitched roof over a little bay window in my son's bedroom. And I went and found 30 tiles off someone in Cookstown. And if I knew they were laying up in the back garden, that would have done lovely. But sure, weren't to know. But you see, the ivy just goes nuts around here, crazy. This guy still needs to get a bit of peering done, but he was engulfed at one point. What do you think, Boone? She loves it up here. Luna, you love it, don't you? Happy as Larry up here. She'll follow me around all day. She's all up here. As long as I'm going up the back garden, she's happy. Now, we have, I don't know how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 apple trees up here. See, we've got a few coming here now. Just starting. It's nearly halfway through June now, but we'd spent it all back about 3 weeks ago now, but it's getting a bit impossible again. You know, the nettles and things don't belong coming up. It's crazy. And we get as you can see, a lot of chopping back of trees going on, because they've just been let to go wild, and they need a bit of taming, so they do. You see, we have a bonfire waiting to come here. But a good indication on how overgrown it was up here. The pear apple trees. One, him as well. Look, over sideways, 45 degrees, and this guy was just flattened. This area here was completely covered in big brambles, horrible big things. But they completely overthrew this guy. But look at the way he's grown. Straight across and up. Up we go. He'll find a way to the light somehow. But we'll get him stood up, and he'll be happier then. Not too sure if he has. Oh, he does. He's got a couple of little apples coming there. They're sort of big cooking apples, so there. It's coming a nice time of year now, where everything's sort of popping up. And look at this guy's the star of the show here. Look at that. The big gunner, absolutely beautiful. And this guy's not even, it says, what was it, the 11th of June or something like that today. So he's got a bit to go, but look at that. So he's a stunning big thing. Absolutely beautiful. But this guy scared the life out of, well, it didn't scare the life out of it, but it gave me a shock, because I'd never really expected, you don't really expect to see one of these in your back garden. I know you expect to see them in stately homes, things out there. But when we came to see the house, it was starting November, cold day, cold dry day, and of course this guy had just completely died back, so he had. And when he dives back, of course these big trunks he has here just lay down, and they were laying all over the place, and I just came around the corner because it was so overgrown, and I just saw these big grey trunks lying all over the floor, and for a second it made me draw breath. I thought, what the hell is that? But for all the shock he gave me, I'm glad he's here, because I absolutely love him. But we need to get chopping away at these trees, as I say. Get the light in here, because the whole place has just been, I don't know how many years, I'm sure. Right, we'll take a wee walk up the back here again. I wanted to get on video anyway. This tree up the back, this is a good indication of, I suppose, how long the garden would have been left alone. But poor dude, my father got very excited by this. He came around the other day and said, "Oh, you've comfrey." No, I'd never heard this before, and it has the wife. Apparently it's fantastic fertiliser. Makes fantastic fertiliser. Well, the bees. The bees seem to like it too. Hello, buddy. But putting a bit of research into it, apparently it absolutely stinks if you're making it. You have to chop it up and put it in water, and I don't know for how long, and then absolutely stinks. Apparently, my wife was looking up online. She said, was it Monty Don? Yes, he was talking about it. And if a man who's as much gardening experience as he has says it absolutely stinks, then there's something wrong. You can see even more of it coming through there. So, I don't know, probably do something with it sometime, but it's way down the list, to be honest. Here's another poor old tree. Look, that's incredible. It's been a while since I'm back up here, and even stuff maybe starting to grow up over it again. That pearl, incredible. It's incredible he's still alive. Look at the state of him. Poor fella. Again, same thing. Completely just overthrown by the little brambles. Oh, we'll get him out again. Poor fella. Anyway, the spruce. We'll get up the back here. This is more section we haven't really got near. I've got a bit cut with the old chainsaw out. Oh, it's a bit tight in here. I've got the new chainsaw out, and I was cutting a bit out this for a couple of trees down up here. I started him. He's down, he's broken in the middle. But this spruce at the back, this is brilliant. I love this. He's been horizontal for that long. See? Horizontal, come across, look. I can't even see it there. But he's gone right up, ready to get the light. And I don't know how many years of growth that indicates, but I think that's fantastic. It'd be a shame to chop him up, because he's showing such strong signs of survival, but you can't stay there. But I think that's incredible, that. Really incredible. And you can see the size of him. He's come down from next door. Massive big guy. I say next door, I don't know what the score is there, what the crack is, but nobody's been living there since we've been here 3.5 years now. And nobody's there. Obviously their back garden's wasn't just as bad. But have a nice bit of firewood there. Scoot down here again. Head through past the bonfire. The trees. And we'll show the daddy of them all now. The daddy of them all. Oh, poor dude. I got the chainsaw and I was chopping up bits. I was having all this nice firewood. I thought I'd make myself one of these here guys. What do they call them? A sawhorse, or Americans call them sawbuck, I think, or something like that. But very simple. Fantastic little thing. Makes chopping up your logs very nice and safe. And thought I'd better make a collapsible one. And this, my wife's always on to me about hoarding. I'm a terrible hoarder, admittedly, terrible hoarder. I like to save anything at all, especially nuts and bolts, things out there. And if you look down here, these bolts here, you'll never guess what they're of an old double bed we had years ago, and I didn't throw away the bolts. But I'm glad I didn't now, because it's meant to, it's enabled me to build this handy little thing. But he'll be coming into his own soon. He'll be put through his paces. We'll show the daddy them all now. This is Bruce. Bruce the spruce. Humongous. Go back here. We'll come back here. We'll see if we can get a better view of him. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Lovely big thing. That's the king of them there. And he provides lovely shade back here, so he does. It's beautiful back here on like summer's evening. You have the sun coming down over here, and it's just a nice bit of relief. I'm a typical pasty white Irishman. I can't take the heat at all, so I like a bit of shade, and that's what Bruce provides. Plenty of that. That's pretty much us. Oh, we showed the cow. No more signs of what the garden used to be like. Look at all the poppies. Look at these. A couple more to pop open, and of course there's more and more turn up every year. So they do, because they're seeding themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, loads of them. And there's nice red ones too, or pinky red colour ones, but they're been battered a bit by the rain. I'm taking out here, and the lovely buddleia, the lovely purple buddleia here, which he's not coming by. He's a bit slow to waking up this year, so he is, but he needs chopping back big time because he's just gone haywire down here. But this is a guy. If you want to attract the butterflies to your garden, get a buddleia, because you could have dozens at a time around him. Absolutely love it. And that's us back round. That's us back down here. Back to the start of the garden. Did you enjoy that, Boone? Luna. That's Luna Boona. Luna. Did you enjoy that? You go for another run? That's us round. Oh, with one more buddleia here as well. This lovely white one, so it is when he comes out. It's incredible what because my wife took into here one day and chopped the oil back a couple of years ago. Oh, he's grown. He's come back lovely now. But look at all he's held on by. Sorry. Get them past that stuff. Not that there. You wouldn't believe a guy could survive in the state of his trunk there. Eh? But he's coming back. I never noticed that. That's fantastic. Some more shoots. Lovely jubbly. I get those brambles. There's roses and things back here. But yes, need a lot of chopping. A lot of chopping to do. Let's come around the front here again. By chopping. Some nice wild roses. Lovely. Lovely boys there. There's our fence we put together. Cost next to nothing. That's another great thing I should make a video of. Cost next to nothing. This, you know, old fence panels, old fence boards. Chopped them all up in the saw and put together. I made the gate myself as well. Now looks the business. Right. If we come around here, that's the wee wood shed I mentioned earlier on. made out of made that for all me firewood from work. Well, that stuff will sit in there, be ready next year. Be bone dry. Right. So I guess that's it. Oh, way to sit down now. Good night.